Welcome to today's Explainer. We're diving straight into what is probably the single biggest headache you'll ever face as an ambitious founder. Oh, for sure. You want to scale and you want to do it fast, but you're absolutely terrified of giving away your entire company to do it. So today, we're acting as your strategy experts for a deep dive into the Capital Architect Playbook. We're going to help you master the art of blending non-dilutive grants with dilutive equity. You know exactly how frustrating it is when you're staring down this binary trap. On one side, you've got bootstrapping. You keep all your control, right? But it's agonizingly slow, and you risk getting stuck in the dreaded valley of death. Right. And then look at the other side, the traditional VC route. Sure, you get the cash to move fast, but it honestly feels like you're selling your soul and a massive chunk of your equity just to survive those early stages. But here's the thing. Why do you have to choose between slow growth or losing control? Spoiler alert, you don't. Seriously, look at this massive number, 68%. According to recent data, a staggering 68% of startup founders are completely unaware of major government SME funding streams. Yeah, we're talking about massive pools of capital like Innovate UK or the NSF. If you didn't realize this non-dilutive cash was just sitting there waiting to be utilized, hey, you aren't alone. It is a huge strategic blind spot across the whole startup ecosystem.
So here's our roadmap for this explainer. 1. The founder's dilemma. 2. The blended capital solution. 3. The valuation ladder. 4. Pitching your superpower. 5. Dodging the pitfalls. And finally, 6. Architecting your stack.
All right, let's jump right into section 1, the founder's dilemma. So the old way of thinking basically forces you into that painful choice we just talked about, bootstrapping versus VC. It treats them like they're sworn enemies.
Exactly. But the new, smart way? It's all about sequencing, grants plus VC. By methodically layering both of these capital types, you totally transform your funding strategy. It goes from being a necessary evil to a massive competitive advantage. You're not picking one over the other, you're building a blended stack.
Which brings us nicely to section 2, the blended capital solution. Welcome to Blended Finance 101. Picture this for a second. A clean, cyan stream of capital flowing right into your company. That's your non-dilutive grant funding. We call this the validator. And the best part, you don't give up a single ounce of equity for it. Its entire job is to fund R&D and prove your tech actually works. Then, once you've done that, you inject this vibrant, high-octane orange fuel. That's your dilutive equity financing from VCs, or the scaler. When you combine the two, the grant de-risks the venture, and the equity rapidly expands it. It's brilliant. Let's move on to section 3, the valuation ladder. If you execute this sequencing precisely, you create this incredible upward spiral of valuation. Let's walk through how this actually works across 3 phases. In phase 1, the pre-seed stage, you use grants exclusively for R&D. You achieve your proof of concept without giving up any shares. You literally survive the valley of death with your cap table perfectly intact. Right, and then comes phase 2, the seed stage. Because you already proved the tech works back in phase 1, you aren't just pitching an idea to VCs anymore. You're pitching a validated asset. That means you get to raise equity at a significantly higher pre-money valuation, which means way less dilution for you. Spot on. And finally, phase 3. Growth. You're scaling with a fortified base now. You can pull in massive multi-million-dollar grants for continuous R&D, while your Series A or B equity goes purely towards sales and market expansion. It is just incredibly capital-efficient scaling. I really want to hammer this specific point home. Grants are your de-risking engine. They act as a rigorous third-party stamp of approval.
Exactly. Think about it from an investor's perspective. An impartial panel of experts at, say, the National Science Foundation has audited your tech and said, yep, this works and we're funding it. That completely flips the power dynamic in your favor way before a VC ever even thinks about writing a check.
Okay, section 4, pitching your superpower.
So, how do you actually talk about this blended stack to investors without sounding like you're running a charity? This dashboard right here is basically your cheat sheet. First off, under the don'ts. Do not ever present grants as just free money. Yeah, please don't do that. It implies you don't understand its strategic value. Instead, for your dues, absolutely frame it as strategic leverage. Tell them, hey, because we secured this non-dilutive grant for R&D, every single dollar you invest goes straight into commercialization and growth. Exactly. Whatever you do, don't hide the funding. Highlight that third-party validation. And definitely don't suggest grants are your primary scaling capital, but do show them how they practically extend your runway. And finally, don't ignore the compliance side of things.
Show the investor you're a highly responsible capital architect who connects this early funding to major future opportunities, like lucrative government contracts down the line. Moving on to Section 5, Dodging the Pitfalls.
Now, we need to get real for a second. Managing a blended capital stock is definitely not a walk in the park. You really need to be aware of these severe operational realities. First up, beware the grant rabbit hole. Don't waste dozens of hours chasing grants that have a super low probability of success or just don't align with your roadmap. It'll completely kill your focus.
For sure. Second, timelines are notoriously unpredictable. A grant can take anywhere from 6 to 12 months to actually land, so you've got to run processes in parallel and never rely on a grant as your sole lifeline. Third, do not underestimate the compliance and reporting overhead. It is severe, it is rigorous, and it is non-negotiable.
And lastly, the strict restrictions on these funds. If a grant is specifically earmarked for lab equipment, you literally cannot spend it on marketing, period. Meticulous financial tracking is mandatory here.
All right, our final section, Section 6, Architecting Your Stack. So how on earth do we actually pull this off without totally losing our minds? Imagine a world where you don't actually have to manually sift through thousands of irrelevant grant applications. Well, that is exactly where the FundRobin team comes in. This guide highlights how they've developed AI copilots specifically for this exact problem. Their platform uses smart matching to just cut right through the noise, finding the precise intersection of your commercial goals and available grant criteria. It essentially automates the whole discovery process and even helps craft persuasive, data-driven proposals. So you really don't have to be a full-time grant writer to win non-dilutive capital. You just need to write AI copilot guiding your strategy.
Let's ball all of this together with a pretty perfect quote from the text. Grants aren't just free money. They're a strategic tool to build intrinsic value.
Boom. That's it right there. By leveraging non-dilutive capital first, you're building a highly valued, defensible moat around your business. You're retiring all those early technical risks on someone else's dime. That way, when you finally do let venture capital walk through the door, you're the one dictating the terms, you're retaining your ownership, and ultimately, you're building a vastly stronger enterprise.
We want to leave you with a final, slightly provocative thought to chew on. Take a hard look at your own roadmap right now. Is your current capital strategy actively building your intrinsic value, or is it just diluting your ownership? If you're relying on a single binary source of funding, it might be time to completely rethink your architecture. It's time to be the architect of your startup's future and start sequencing your capital the smart way. Thanks so much for joining us on this deep dive explainer. Now get out there and start building your optimal blended stack today.